Yeah, so today we're gonna see how we can create a auto-scaling group with a load balancer, and we'll be having EC2 instance for auto-scaling group where we have Spring Boot application deployed as a service, so it will be automatically start there. And another video where I have done where the auto-scaling it's maintaining its limit, but we today we are making it more dynamic with the configuration. So if the so in case if those conditions are met, on another instance will be spin up, or if decreasing conditions are met, then the instance will be removed from the auto scaling group. So let's get started. So first we have to go to launch configurations. So we'll create a launch configuration first. Create launch configuration. I'll select my own AMI. I'll go with T2 micro. I'll give Spring Boot Auto Scaling Group, and in the advanced settings I'll give the startup script. So this is something which will register the Spring Boot application as a service, and register it in the operating system so that it can be start as a service. I'll go with 8 gig for the security configurations and all. I need only the SSH and TCP 8080. I'll review that. I'll use my existing keep here. So here I'm not continue with the auto scaling group right now. I'll go for elastic load balancer first. So we'll go to elastic load balancer. We'll first create a load balancer. Create load balancer. I'll go with application load balancer. I'll give name Spring Boot ELB. Internet facing protocol I need 8080. Availability zone I'll select all. We can select based on our requirement, like if we are spinning up auto scaling group only in specific environment, specific zones. So I'll select security groups where SSH and 8080 TCP. So here I'll create Spring Boot ELB instance HTTP protocol 8080 health check. I'll do a little bit change here. I'll make it healthy threshold in 2, unhealthy in 3, interval 30 seconds is fine, success code is okay. This looks good. And now we don't have any targets as of now, because what I want auto scaling group should be, taking this ELB as a configuration going forward in the next step. So I'm not doing anything here. So now my auto scaling load balancer is also created here. Now I'll go to auto scaling group. I'll create auto scaling group here. Okay, I don't want to go like this, so what I'm gonna do, I'll go to launch configuration, and from here I'll say Spring Boot auto scaling. Actually this launch point, this I have given this one as a launch configuration as auto scaling group, but start with 2 instances. And here in the network we will select 2A and 2B. In the advanced detail I'll change it to 30, and I should receive a this is a main point where we are linking ELB to autoscaling group. So receive traffic from load balancer. I should get the ELB here. Whatever just now we have created, instance protection and all I don't want, and it should take ELB health check. So earlier video I have created with the initial size, but today we're gonna go with this. So it will say scale up between 2 to 6, and I'll use alarm based dynamic policy where alarm is not there. So I'll say create alarm. So I'll create a topic, CPU up, and recipient will be email, where sum of CPU utilization is greater than 10% for continuously for 1 minute. So it will trigger up the alarm. I'll say create alarm. So now alarm has been created. Add one more instance unit capacity when 10% added. Instance need 20 seconds to warm up. Okay, this is the first policy, and for the decrease group policy I'll create another alarm which will be CPU down Adarsh Kumar gmail.com, where sum of CPU utilization is less than equal to or less than 10% for 1 minute, consecutively for 1 minute. Then create alarm, remove one instance. Okay, this is what we have done. So here we have an increased group. So first it will scale up between 2 to 6 instances. Okay, and it will add in case of there's a higher CPU utilization, when the CPU utilization will go more than 10% combined. It will add, and instance time need is 20%, 20 second. After 20 second, again if the same condition is meeting, then it will again spin up another instance. So this is how next configure notification. So I can add notification here, create topic, auto spring boot auto scaling notification, configure tag, name spring boot auto scaling group review, and create. So this is our auto scaling group. How many instances it has? It has 2 instances. Healthy, it's same. I'll go to services, EC2 instances. There should be 2 instances. So this is 2A, 2B. I'll say instance 1, instance 2. So what I'm gonna do is, so I know these 2 instances are initializing. So what we can do, we can have our own ELB here. We'll go to load balancer. We'll grab the DNS. Grab the DNS of ELB, and we'll start hitting it. 8080/API/message. So this is what the message is coming from 172.31.38.85. Now there's a two instances, so we can see here as of now we have two instances. So we'll go to instances and we'll do SSH to one of the instance. So here we have root. It's just because I'll executing certain scripts in the startup. So yes, okay, pwd. So what I'm gonna do, we have tested that, so I'll explicitly add certain load. Before that I just want to see the CloudWatch and all, and I forget I have to subscribe the emails so that I'll get the notification. I got the 2-3 emails, I have to notify them. So this is how the notification confirmation looks like. I got two Autoscaling Group notification. So I have scale. If I see, I got the scale up and scale down for both. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna execute one command which will, first I'll show you how much CPU is going on. As of now you can see anywhere there's no 100% CPU going on anywhere. You can see CPU is 000 this line. So I'll say control command D to terminate this stop command, and I'll execute this command yes greater than /dev null ampersand. So what it gonna do, it gonna increase the CPU usage. So if you see CPU usage, probably somewhere it should show me CPU 99%, 99.5%. So now what will happen if it goes continuously for 1 minute like this? It will trigger up the alarm in CloudWatch. So we'll go to CloudWatch. So CPU utilization group high, CPU utilization. CPU utilization at 10% for. So I have to wait for 1 minute, and within 1 minute, once the alarm will trigger, it will spin up one more instance. This is the Autoscaling Group. So here you can see continuously CPU is high by 99%, and I'm expecting this should trigger up alarm. So now alarm is triggered. Here you can see CPU utilization was high, it turned into alarm, red alarm. So now what instance, there should be another instance must be spin up based on that. See, you can see here is another instance is kicking up, and then EC2, if I just refresh this, there's another instance. These are the 1 and 2 instances was earlier. Now there's a third instance initializing. So third instance is in service. You can see here third instance is initialized on 2A. The CloudWatch, now it's green because third instance is already initialized. It will take some, so here you can see there's an alarm up. Okay, successfully created. Now if I just hit from the endpoint, we should see three different places where 85, 57, 157 and 43. 85, 157 and 43 IP. There are three instances where ELB is hitting it now. So what we can do, we can just and what we can say, kill all, yes. So now if I say top, there will not be any CPU utilization anymore. So this I have done a partition here. The commands. What we can do is research. So this now the instances should go down because we have killed that. So now based on that another alarm, and here you can see this is how the email look like. So now you can see here we have a we have three instances. It will go start from 2 and it can maximum it can go for the 6 instances. The CloudWatch, again we have alarm. Let's see. Spring Boot. Okay, because I have not shut down that's why it's still in the high CPU utilization thing. So based on that, it will again spin up one more instance because we have given 30-second or 20-second as a cooling time. So now one more instance will spin up, so far as I know. See here, you can see one more instance is on the 2B. But when the sum of instances are going below the 10%, it's gonna again start pulling up instances back. So here you can see there are two instances on 2A and two instances on 2B. There are four IP addresses instances which are serving the request now from the ALB. So there's one more alarm, or it's the same alarm, I'm not sure, but after a certain point of time it should cool down the things. So our four instances are running. I have to just see whether I have killed or not. So CPU utilization is like 0.0% now. So it's going good. I'll close this window, it's become very messy now. I'll open another window. CD desktop. I'll select my instance 1. So there's no CPU hike as of now. Let's see whether the alarm is kicked off for low. Still it's insufficient state, high CPU utilization. So there's an alarm again. I guess it's the same alarm. So that's how we can do the, I guess the removal policy has a longer time. That's why it's not removing it, but that's how we can do that. Thanks for watching this. I'll continue with elastic block storage in the next tutorial. Thank you.